Hi, I'm Dr. Jeanette O'Connor, Director and founder of the Maya Retreat Center and the Maya Institute. I want to thank you so much for taking a moment and just stopping by. You know, many people across the world are suffering. They're in pain, misery, anguish from chronic disease, acute disease, mental health issues. And one of the difficulties with severe pain and misery and suffering is that we can get into what seems like this endless loop, a cycle that we don't know how to get out of, a cycle that we can't break. And it's a cycle that leads us to behaviors and patterns that we really wouldn't want to do, but we don't know how to break out of. And what happens often in this endless loop of pain and misery and suffering is that we send triggers to our brain that creates somewhat of an addictive pattern, and unknowingly, and something we would really never want to do, we create a pattern that our brain becomes responsive to and used to, and it creates even deeper, more profound, endless cycle. You know, there are many cultures, indigenous cultures across the world, that believe that this sort of steep misery and suffering is a wound of the soul, a wounded soul. And I believe that to be true. I believe right now we have so many wounded souls in this world. We're overwhelmed, we're stressed, we're in pain. We've lost our connection to ourselves and to each other. And while there are many therapies and modalities that are effective, right now they don't seem to be working. So I've developed a program which has been very effective. And it's a complementary program in addition to the treatment an individual might receive for their chronic pain or suffering that they're experiencing or deep depression. And it has everything to do with healing the wounded soul. But to heal the wounded soul requires we have to dive deeply into how we got the wound. And sometimes these wounds are from trauma, family dynamics, beliefs, patterns, paradigms, things that we've learned along the way that we made so real, so true to us that we don't know how to break them and get out of them. So the wounds in our soul are deep. And this program that I have, there's two parts to the program. There's this mini version where it's an introduction to see if you like it. And then there's a much more in-depth version. And what we're going to do is dive deeply into understanding our patterns, our beliefs, our behaviors, and our reactions, how we've created and contributed to this endless cycle and loop. And then as we do that, we're going to learn about the neuroscience so that we can actually hack our brain and start to reprogram it to respond in a whole new way. And third, as we do that, we begin to hack our brain and send chemicals to it of the way we want to be, the way we envision to be, the way the new person without the pain and the misery and the suffering. So the mini program is 4 sessions, and it's an introduction to the much, much deeper program. And I hope that you'll consider joining us if you are one of the millions of people across this world who really are having a difficult time. I would be honored to support you in your journey to transformation and healing. I send you many blessings of love and peace and health. Thank you.